It's not till now I just go, why do we trust them? Of course, we shouldn't trust the people in charge. That's how they're in charge. They shouldn't be trusted. Ricky Gervais reacts to Sadiq Khan's exchange with Tommy Robinson. Viewers shocked. You're not going to believe this one. When Ricky Gervais gets involved in politics, even for a moment, you know something unusual is happening. This time, it wasn't about comedy shows or awards ceremonies. It was about a heated exchange between London Mayor Sadiq Khan and controversial activist Tommy Robinson. And Ricky's reaction caught everyone completely off guard. Welcome to Back Britain. Unfold now. Let's break this down. The moment started when Tommy Robinson issued yet another hard-hitting statement aimed at Sadiq Khan, accusing him of failing London on multiple fronts, from policing to housing and, of course, the ever-debated issue of free speech. Robinson's words weren't new, but the timing was. He dropped them just as the mayor was already under intense criticism for London's rising costs of living and pressure on city services. Sadiq Khan fired back in his usual style, sharp, composed, framing Robinson's comments as divisive and out of touch with a broader public mood. His response was clipped, dismissive, almost rehearsed. And normally that would be the end of it, a politician brushing off a critic. But here's where things flipped. Ricky Gervais, watching from the sidelines like the rest of us, decided to chime in with a reaction. Not an angry rant, not a deep political speech, just one of those dry, sarcastic remarks he's famous for. The kind of line that lands like a punch without him even raising his voice. And suddenly the internet exploded. Clips of Khan's exchange with Robinson were already making the rounds online. But once Ricky Gervais's response dropped, people couldn't get enough. Memes, reposts, tweets piling up, some laughing at the absurdity of it all, others saying, finally, someone's cutting through the noise with humour. One user wrote on X, "Trust Ricky to say what we're all thinking. The man just sees through the nonsense." Another countered, "Why are comedians the only ones calling it like it is? Our politicians should be this honest." And that's the bigger story here, because Ricky wasn't just making a joke. He was highlighting something deeper. How politics in Britain has become so repetitive, so entrenched in point scoring, that it sometimes takes a comedian to make everyone step back and think. Let's put this in context. Sadiq Khan has faced years of scrutiny over London's direction. Supporters say he's held the city together through Brexit, through the pandemic, and now through cost of living pressures. Critics, though, accuse him of letting crime spiral, housing shortages worsen, and failing to connect with ordinary Londoners. On the other side, Tommy Robinson remains one of the most polarising figures in the UK. For some, he's a truth-teller who raises issues mainstream politicians ignore. For others, he's a provocateur whose tactics only deepen division. That tension makes any Khan-Robinson clash headline material. But when Ricky Gervais reacts, it's not just politics anymore. It becomes part of pop culture. And that's exactly what unfolded. Media outlets picked up the story within hours. Ricky Gervais reacts to Sadiq Khan versus Robinson clash, splashed across headlines. Piers Morgan, never one to stay quiet, even weighed in with a cheeky line about how comedians sometimes have sharper instincts than career politicians. And it didn't stop there. Inside Westminster, a few MPs couldn't resist joining the conversation. One backbencher reportedly joked, "If Ricky Gervais ran for mayor, he'd probably outpoll half the candidates." It was meant as a throwaway line, but the fact it resonated shows just how frustrated many people are with the political status quo. Meanwhile, on social media, the debate raged. Was Gervais mocking Khan? Was he mocking Robinson? Or was he mocking the entire circus of politics itself? The truth is probably a bit of all three. And that's why it hit so hard. Because at the heart of this moment is a question people keep asking. Who do we actually trust anymore? Politicians with carefully scripted responses, activists who thrive on confrontation, or comedians who, without meaning to, sometimes reveal more truth in a punchline than a minister does in a press conference. And here's the kicker. Ricky himself has always said he's not political. He claims he doesn't want to be taken seriously as a commentator. But in an age where celebrity voices carry as much, if not more, weight than traditional leaders, his offhand remark became a political statement whether he liked it or not. Think about that. A mayor defending his record, an activist calling him out, and a comedian with one dry line ends up stealing the spotlight. That's modern politics in Britain. So where does this leave us? Sadiq Khan continues to defend his leadership. Tommy Robinson continues to push his message, but Ricky Gervais unintentionally has exposed something bigger. How starved people are for authenticity, honesty, and yes, even a laugh in the middle of the chaos. And the question is, what happens next? Will politicians take the hint and drop the scripted responses? Or will we keep turning to comedians for the truth we no longer find in politics? Stay with us for more breaking political updates, and don't forget to drop your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe, because in today's media war, silence is never neutral. Because if this is just the beginning, the next reaction could change everything. Stay tuned, and most importantly, stay informed. This was today's important update. We want to make it clear that our videos do not contain any kind of misinformation. Our only goal is to deliver true and verified news from across the UK, right here on Britain Unfold. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to the Britain Unfold channel. Thank you.